All right, I'm here. I'm live. I don't know what happened. My apology, but welcome to Let's Talk About It. I'm your host, Jay, and do I have a good one lined up for you today? Now, what I want to do is just take oh my goodness. All right. Well, you know what I just discovered? I have music playing in the background that I don't even think that you got to hear. I truly don't. I'm a one-man show. This is it. I'm live. Please accept my errors right along with my greatness. All right. And I pray that you receive a message from this show today that will bless you and your families. So let's go ahead and get started with Jay's quote of today. And my quote today is by a gentleman by the name of Steve Garvey. And Steve says, you have to set goals that are almost out of reach. If you set a goal that is attainable without much work or thought, you are stuck with something below your true talent and potential. So in other words, what he's saying is that to get the best out of you, set a goal. Set a goal. Example, since I'm an entrepreneur, let's say you set a goal that you want to make $100,000 this year. Okay, raise it. Set your goal at $200,000. I'm going to make a goal in 2021. I will make, or start today, I will make in the next 12 months, $200,000. Write it down on a piece of paper, right? You know the procedure. Speak it out to the world, universe, which is God, okay? And that's your goal. That's your focus for the next 12 months. And what he's saying is you have to set a goal that is almost out of reach. If you set a goal that is attainable without much work or thought, you're stuck with something below your true talent. So let's say you set a goal for 100,000, for 200,000, okay? And then you actually reach 125,000. Well, guess what? You'd be a very happy person and you would have enjoyed the journey. So, affirmation time. I wish I could get a drum roll here. I want to give me some sound effects for a drum roll. Affirmation. And I went ahead and changed them up. I'm so happy and grateful that I am chosen by God for greatness, that I have 10,000 members in my Facebook coaching group, that I have 10,000 views from my daily Facebook lives. Let's talk about it. I am totally healthy. I'm weighing it at 95 kilos. Whatever I put my mind to, I 20 affirmations that I read every morning and evening. Okay, it's very important that you not just write them down, but that you speak them, and you speak them every day. And as long as you believe, it will come to be. So let's talk about topic for today. And I think I got a pretty good one. We're still on the mind, right? Because as you know, once you got the mind right, everything else will follow. So today's topic is on confidence, or some people call it self-esteem. It says 10 things you can do to boost self-confidence / self-esteem. All right, they kind of go hand in hand. And since I'm late, I'm not going to waste time about getting into it. I'm going to get right to it. First of all, this article was written by great. I'm gonna mess this up. Sarah Lynn Mutivasekwa. That's her name. Okay. And I ask you to forgive me if I just did a job on your name. But now, I meet people from all around the world, and my two languages are English and German. That is it. Okay. I was not smart enough to take Latin when I was in school. And I have truly lived to regret it living in Europe, where most of the places I go on vacations are Spain, Italy, Portugal. So do you think I could have used some Latin? Yes, sir. Okay. First paragraph, we all have a need to have a little confidence when it comes to dealing with others. And the more we understand how to improve our own self-image, the better we will feel. There are many different techniques that you can employ to increase your self-confidence. The key is to identify what is keeping you down and then do something about it. Here are 10 ways to boost your self-esteem. So, I like to go into these paragraphs because I think there's nuggets when you read something and then you discuss what you just actually read, that you get a lot of nuggets out of it. And let me just back up here. I saw something that caught my eye. We all need to have a little confidence when it comes to dealing with others. Well, since 90% of my viewers are entrepreneurs or studying to become entrepreneurs, then one of the things that you really need to do or have a tank full of, right, is self-confidence. And look, trust me, this is something that we have to develop. Some people develop it faster than others, but we all can develop it if we want it. Okay, now, during your childhood, right, your grade school, your junior high, your high school, and sometimes even college, your friends or so-called friends that you meet during that period of time, they can dampen your self-confidence. Okay, you have what you call in school bullies. I know you know exactly what I'm talking about. So therefore, as we grow into adults and we learn that it's that we have to be able to get along with all types of people, then of course it's important that you start working on your self-confidence. I have a son that's a VP of marketing for a very large company. And I've always said one of his pluses was that he could walk into a room and light that room up. Now, I like to believe that I had something to do with helping to get to that point because I've been in direct marketing all my life. Okay. And I've got a history of radio broadcasting. I've got 30 years in the financial planning industry, which is direct marketing. So from walking out of the military into that, I had to learn to adapt very quickly. Okay. Because as you know, when you meet someone, you've got that 3-second rule to impress someone. That means that they scan you up and down from looking at your dress, right? How you're dressed to the first words that come out of your mouth when they meet you. That's a part of building your self-esteem. Not that you have to put on any type of act. Your self-esteem builds up that it becomes a part of you. Okay. In other words, when you stick your hand out and say, I'm glad to meet you, you have to really mean that I'm glad to meet you, because people can spot a fake or a phony. Okay. Or someone who's just trying to get into their wallet versus trying to actually be there to help them change whatever situation they're in. So take that note. It's very important. Then you have, let's just go ahead and get into these 10 ways to boost your self-esteem. And I think we can pick it up from there. Now, number one, it says, have a positive attitude. In order for us to be able to achieve anything in life, we must first believe in ourselves. I'm sorry, I had a little light bulb went off when I said that. In order for us to be able to achieve anything in life, we must first believe in ourselves that we can achieve amazing things, and that it is not only possible, but also likely that we will. If you can find the source of your own self-doubts, you are halfway towards overcoming them. Now, what is it? The light bulb that went off, all right, is the power of belief. Okay, the power of belief is you believing in the abilities God has given you to be able to accomplish anything in life that you want. And a lot of times it takes reading books many times. When I say books many times, I'm talking about starting from the good book, which is the Bible, okay, to a lot of what they label them self-help self-help books in the stores, but they're actually personal development books, is what they are. Okay. And I just thought of How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. That's one of the oldest ones out there. There is a book called The Power of Belief. I don't have the author in front of me right now. Okay, but there are a number of books that I could give you. And I know one of my classes within the next week, I will be going through, I think, over a list of 20 different books. Okay, to be able to help you to accomplish that. Now, number 2, it says, don't be ashamed to talk to friends. What do I mean by that? Although we might think that it's rude to do so, it's very important that we speak to people who we feel will listen to us. This way we can get some feedback on how we are doing. If anyone tells us that we do have something to learn, then it's our turn to try and improve ourselves. You know, now right there, we're talking about that mentor. That's what that's saying to me. Okay. Although we might think it's rude to do so, it's very important that we speak to people who we feel will listen to us. Everybody needs a mentor. And sometimes your mentor can come in the form of just a good friend. You know, someone that won't laugh at you when you ask what you think might be a crazy or dumb question, whether it be a parent, an uncle, aunt, a next door neighbor, someone that you've built up confidence in your lifetime being around. Or it could be someone that you met that you have a lot of respect for. Okay? Get up and get moving. That's number 3. We need to realize that we are never going to do anything well unless we actually have to. So even if you do have a job, take a few minutes and go for a walk or join in an exercise class and then sit back and enjoy yourself for a little while. So what they're saying is that part of building up self-esteem is to build up your body, build up your energy. Okay, that's just like we talked about meditation, right? Meditation, exercise is just as important as your meditation, because when you exercise, you're actually during that period of time, you're freeing your mind. If you're, for example, jogging for 2 or 3 miles, right? Or you're riding a bicycle for 20 or 30 miles, it's kind of hard not to free your mind. That's a good time to. And normally, my opinion, a great time to do it is when you first get up in the morning. That's why a lot of gyms open at 5 o'clock in the morning nowadays. And you go in there and you find a number of not just retirees, or I'm sorry, other way, not just business people, but retirees also I've met in there. Okay? They need to keep their body moving as long as they can. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Do something with a purpose. This may sound like common sense, but many of us end up doing things for nothing other than the thrill of doing something different and trying something new. You know, that didn't read right. This may sound like common sense, but many of us end up doing things for nothing other than the thrill of doing something different, trying something new. Even if it's only doing our weekly shopping or going for a drive, taking part in something for a reason is far more beneficial than simply going along for the ride. Now, when they were talking about doing something with purpose, the first thing that I thought about was your job or the business that you choose to start. A lot of people choose their businesses, and I've made that mistake in the past myself, not by liking what it is they would be marketing, okay, but the fact that this product pays the most. But because it pays the most doesn't make you happy. You have to do something that you feel serves a purpose, right? That you can say, you know, I feel good when I get in the morning because I know the purpose, the reason why I'm getting up in the morning is to go do this, okay? And I feel good about it because I believe in it. I'm very confident in it. And in doing so, you also end up building up your self-esteem, right? Confidence. And trust me, people feel this when they talk to you. Okay, put things off until the next day. And this is one of those things that the problem is that when we get things done early on, then we forget about them later, and it takes a lot longer to put them off. So try to plan everything out in advance so that you can so that you don't have to work hard. You know, you've heard the expression about you don't have to work hard if you work smart. Well, that's true. Okay. Let's say you have a 5-day or 6-day work week. It's better to know what you have to accomplish on those days than it is just to get up every day and wing it. Winging it does not work. In fact, it can end up hurting you mentally and physically by you not having what we call a daily method of operation or a plan of operation. Some people like to say it's a to-do list. I believe your to-do list is part of your DMO, daily method of operation. Okay, they kind of go hand in hand. I've done a class on that. I guess I'm gonna have to do another one. I hope I still got the notes on that one, but that's another day. And this one I love. It says number 6, listen to your body. When we're trying to improve our self-esteem, we tend to focus too much on our outward appearance rather than the inside of our bodies. But the fact is that the whole of our being is inside of us, and it's important to accept this rather than being concerned with our external experience. Listen to your body. Now, a lot of our body, as we know, has to have the right fuel to operate. Okay, when I say fuel, of course, yes, I mean food. It also has to have the right liquid. Okay, I'm focused right now on consuming more water in a day, and I'm gonna tell you why. I don't care how many medical books that you read, and a lot of times you look for different remedies or how you can help this. Example, sugar, right? They all tell you in there, drink more water. Okay, and one day I had to sit back and think about that. I said, why do they keep telling me to drink more water? And then I thought about this. I thought about nature. I thought about animals. They don't laugh when I say this, but it's a reality. Okay, because we're all classified as creatures, God's creatures, right? Do you see an elephant drinking a Coke? Do you see a duck drinking a Fanta? Okay. Or what? A tiger sitting back drinking a beer? No, you don't. What do they drink? I hope y'all can see this in the camera, but they drink this right here. Excuse me. They drink water. They drink water. Okay. Now I know you heard that we should, well, yeah, I don't know if you look it up, Google it. We should consume at least 2 liters of water a day. At least 2 liters of water. And I'm gonna tell you right now, unless you have gotten into the routine of it, it's not easy. Okay, it's not easy to get 2 liters of water down. I'm talking about pure water. I'm not talking about that coffee, right? Some people say, yeah, well, you can add in tea, but I'm saying try at least drinking 4 big glasses like this. I don't see the liter number on here, right? But this is probably at least a fourth, if not a third of a liter in that glass. Try drinking 8 of those a day. Just start out with that. Big glasses of water. All right. And see how that helps you out. Do it now 21 days. Remember? Till it becomes a habit. And I'm telling you, you'll message me and you'll thank me. But water, I don't care what ailment you have, you always say, and my doctors drive me crazy with, are you drinking enough water? Drink plenty of water. Always drink water. So where am I at? Make sure you eat right. Remember, eating the right food helps us feel good about ourselves because it gives us energy and a great way to ensure that we are ready for whatever comes your way. It is almost important to remember that when we are feeling down, it's very easy to give up. But when we eat healthy food, we make sure that we're all full. This gives us more energy and will help to boost your self-esteem. So now you're talking about drink right, eat right. All of this plays a part with making sure that the inside of you, your digestive system, is functioning properly, and you'll be a happier person all the way around. All right? The more relaxed your body is, the more in shape your body is, the better you feel. Okay? Which relates to your confidence or your self-esteem. Set aside time for yourself is number 8. One of the best ways to boost your self-esteem is to set aside time for ourselves. This is not just time for doing something different. It's also a time where we can enjoy some alone time. It can be an icebreaker. If we can be a time when we get together with our friends and family. It can even be a time when we get a bit of alone time and just reflect. Back to that meditation again. Okay. So it's important that you have time away from your business and work, that you can regenerate that body, regenerate that mind. That will help to build your self-esteem, your confidence. That if you get ready to go into a business meeting, or if you got this big deal, you know that you got this. You know you can close it. There's no fear, right? The more confidence you have, it eliminates fear in your life. And fear has held people back from a lot of things. Now, this is a good one. I can do a whole class on this one. I probably will do a class on it, okay? Or I can do a show on it. Write down your goals. I'm talking about the last part, goals, okay? Here's what they have to say about goals. If you want to improve your self-esteem, you need to set goals for yourself. Whether you are aiming to lose weight, stop smoking, or be more successful in your workplace, you need to set short and achievable targets that you are motivated to achieve them. Remember, this is your life, and you cannot do everything at once. It takes consistent effort and long time plan. Last fall, let me go back. Because I think we had the barbecue around my birthday, so I had to start end of August, somewhere in August. Okay, I had a person challenge me about walking, that I could not walk every day for 60 days. Well, I'll say this, they lost. I got a big barbecue dinner. When I say barbecue, we had barbecue steak, barbecue chicken, barbecue ribs, potato salad. In other words, I got healthy because I knew that big meal of things that I love was waiting. Okay. And it helped the body too. I lost a lot of weight during that period of time. And now we're getting ready to start another one because during the winter, you know what I did, right? Well, it was Christmas. Grandkids were over. You know the deal. All right, let's get back to it. I'm about to wind this one up. Number 10, have fun. Remember, it's all about enjoying yourself, and having fun is one of the best ways of improving your self-esteem. If we can achieve these 10 ways to boost our self-esteem, we are well on our way to making a positive change in our lives. We have to start by changing our thoughts and beliefs about ourselves, but after that, we need to take action. Now, tell me this. What did this article say to you? What did this article really say to you? Okay. I forgot to hit comments. My apologies. Okay. Here's what this article said to me, something that's very important, and I pray that you got the same thing out of it, is that everything for us being successful in life is here to down inside of here, okay? Head, spirit, head, spirit. So if you can get those two on the same tune, there's nothing that you cannot accomplish in your life. Because remember this, I'm going to end here. We are born with all the tools inside of us that we need to succeed. The only thing we have to do is learn how to do them. That's where a coach comes in, a mentor comes in, reading comes in. And if you do all of these things, hello, Jenna. If you do all of these things, I know for sure that I will see you at the top. And of course, if you do not, if you think this is all a joke, guess what? I and my friends that did listen to me, we will be waving to you from the top. And always remember, God loves you, and so do I. And I will see you tomorrow. Yes, Jenna, personal development is the key. All right, so we're going to be talking tomorrow about, of course, getting this right which ends up in the end gets you right, which gets your wallet right, right? So everything is achievable. Again, it's between here and down in the spirit. All right. God bless. I will see you tomorrow. I love each and every one of you. And so does God. Bye now.